welcome to Planet Ice Widnes for this NHL North 1 between Planet Ice Widnes, between Widnes Wild and the Solway Sharks. As always, I'm joined by Ben Lee, and today we've got a special guest with us from Sharks TV, Andy.
Hi everyone.
Yeah.
Nice to see you.
So some of the people watching this at home will recognise the voice. Now the face behind the voice.
Yeah, now the face behind the voice.
The almighty boom.
Yeah, hoping for a few booms today, but thanks for inviting us down to commentate this one with Ben.
It's not a problem. Of course, number 1 versus number 5, is it at the moment? Yes.
Number 4.
Of course.
Yeah,
versus 4. Both these teams come in tonight, both teams on the back of a win at the cost of Billingham Stars.
Yeah, that's very true. Last time we were here, we saw that almost mismatch Widnes Wild, where we saw Bez Hughes playing forward,
what was going
scoring
on
a hat-trick, walked away. But I believe, Andy, last night, you went to town on Billingham.
Yeah, we pretty much destroyed Billingham last night. I have to say it was an 8-0 win for the Sharks, 5-0 after the first period, and we just took our foot off the gas and coasted the rest of the game, to be honest. In the last 3 games, the Sharks have scored 32 goals and conceded just 2. So they come into Planet Ice here in Widnes on a good run of form, and will be quite confident, although a little bit short bench tonight, Ben.
Well, yeah, you say short bench, but you can't take it away from the fact that the Sharks seem to be putting up the points against teams. What is the difference between this team this year and the team last year?
I think there's a lot of local players. As you know, we played most of the season without an import. We've got Peter Gappa for 5 games only. So far, we'll hope to get him back after Christmas. But nearly every single player in the Sharks team is Scottish or from around Dumfries as such. We've got 2 Northern Irishmen in Kyle Beattie and Travis Lavery, a couple of Englishmen, and Peter Gappa from Slovakia, from Popovic in Slovakia for 5 of the games so far. This is his 5th game. So a lot of local guys that have been through the Sharks system. So they've been playing junior Sharks, all the rest of it. And with a coach, Martin is just class. He's been there for years. He's got a very good system. People know how to play to it. That's the difference. And other teams are probably going to have to up their game to compete with the Sharks. But we're doing this mainly without imports, which is a wonderful thing for British hockey.
Ben, he's just saying there, they're doing it. They've got a good little programme that works. I mean, they are proving that they're rightly at the top of the table.
You see, you're right, because I don't think the numbers are going to make the difference on the ice today. It's the quality of the player.
Yeah.
And right now, Solway are proving why they should be top of the table. I mean, I've looked out, and for me personally, they're all standout players, and it's hard to pick standout players in a standout team. But for me, first and foremost, and somebody who certainly should be watching today, Johnny McBean. The kid is on fire. A goal a game guaranteed. You know what I mean? If you wanted to make some money on this one,
get down to the betting office now.
A goal from McBean, definitely. Kel Beattie, you quite rightly mentioned there. Kel has just been... I use like workhorses, powerhouses in almost like the mid-ice. He's a kid that get in there, he'll get stuck in, and he'll just make things happen, whether he's being disruptive defensively or whether it's his hockey sense, it's creating plays around him as well. And it's reasons like that he's lucky enough to jump on that plane to Lithuania tomorrow morning and take a chance. However, there's one name that stands out for me when you mention Solway. And if you turn around to me and said, it's £1,000, you can only put it on one player that's going to stand out for the entire game, and I'll triple your money if it comes back in, who would that be?
Callum Hepburn.
It is, you're right, yeah. Callum Hepburn, the wall of the north. Yeah. He is literally, he's a unit in net, but he's agile as anything. And I tell you what, Widnes are going to have a nightmare trying to put anything past him today.
Well, the thing is, and quite rightly so, Callum Hepburn has performed well this season, and Solway only conceded 2, but a netminder is only as good as his defence in front of him as well. And what a defence they've got. I mean, they're playing really well at the moment, only conceding 2 so far. Widnes have got a big hill to climb here.
They have, so they're going to be looking to some big firepower today, and I think that for Widnes, they're going to be... It's a weird day for Widnes, let's say that, because not only are they hosting sort of one of their little events in-house today for one of the local charities to sponsor, but also the Sheriff is departing town. And the Lee Kemp is leaving the Widnes Wild as of the game today, and he's going to leave a massive void in there. So I think there's going to be a little bit more meaning to today's game than there might have been beforehand. And quite rightly, as my good friend Mr. Boom Glenn said before, when you get the Wild playing the Sharks, it's never on script. Something always flips the script.
You've also got Joey Coulter playing against his old team as well. When you come back to play against your old team, you want to put one over on them. And there's no friends on the rink.
No, you're right. Yeah, you're quite right there. Well, the thing is, though, with a game like this, Solway happy to sit at the top. Whitley is still chasing them. But, of course, Widnes Wild need the wins. They got one last week, which kept them in the running for that top 4 pack. A win today would put them 2 points closer, to Billingham Stars, who've lost now 2 on the run. They're at home today against Blackburn Hawks, so they'll be looking to try and get some points themselves. But it's a must-win game for the Wild. They can't afford to lose any more points.
Well, for both teams, it's their last league games of 2022. I mean, for the Sharks, Andy, it's coming at a really bad time for you, the break.
The Sharks aren't taking this game for granted, I can assure you this. This is one of the key games of the season for the Sharks, and they'll be coming here. They'll not be underestimating anybody. They'll come in here. I know they'll come in as favourites, but this is a tough rink. Wild have beaten the Sharks here before and dumped us out the cup last year, so there's a bit of something about this. And I know you're saying the Wild can't lose 2 points here. You bet your bottom dollar the Sharks can't lose 2 points here today.
Yeah,
if the Sharks lose 2 points here today, this league is wide open, and the last game against Whitley in Whitley puts Whitley back as favourites. So Sharks, it's a must-win for the Sharks.
Well, of course, we were just saying, and we always say this every time on Drop the Puck, going into that Christmas break, it's important to be in a good position. Wild needs to say, as we've already said, keep in with that top 4 pack. But of course, Solway they can't afford that big break. It's quite a big gap, isn't it? Because I think your next game is the 14th, isn't it, January?
Our next game is a rearranged game against Deeside Dragons on the 14th in Solway. Other than that, it's the 28th is the next game.
So I think it's the 15th here for Widnes. So it's quite a big Christmas break in effect. And teams don't, we know they go away, they enjoy the festivities, they enjoy their time with the family and that, but it's coming back in the right mindset, getting ready for that final run-in. Solway really haven't got that much to worry about. They're in the top end of the table, but they're looking for a title.
It's our title. We want to keep a hold of it. Let's just put that out there. We want, if anybody wants the titles that we won last year, they're going to have to take them off us.
Yeah, do you know what? I'd put money on Solway, keeping a bloody good grasp of them. You know what I mean? The way they've been playing, and Widnes. Do you know? I'm not writing Widnes off. No. They could make a late stage. We've seen it.
Neither am I. Don't this is a tough game. This is one of the toughest games the Sharks will play this year.
Yeah, Andy said it as well, and we know. We've seen Widnes go to Solway and win. We've seen them beat them here as well on occasions. So they know they can do it. It just depends on who wants it more on the day and who's going to perform more. And I'll tell you now, after watching last week's highlights, on Drop the Puck highlights, which you can always catch on our Facebook and YouTube channel, after watching Solway on that, the way they played against Sheffield, that tape-to-tape passing was clinical. It was like I was watching a lesson. And I'm thinking, oh my God, team's got to come up against this. This is so hard. How do you break a team like this down?
Just to put in another bit of context, the Sharks have a fantastic junior programme. We have got under-16s that could walk into this team right now, and they are mustard. So you're looking at Bailey Thompson, Dominic Jaguar's not here today, Keane Shevlin, Kyle Carruth, all who are top prospects. The conveyor belt for Sharks is continuing to come along here, and you'll see some skillful, sexy hockey tonight, I'm sure.
See, it's a setup that most teams are looking to get at the moment. Solway have been through that rebuild stage. They're now reaping the rewards 2 seasons on, a championship already under the belt. They took all the way to the North-South Championship and walked away victors there against the Redhawks. Most teams are looking up to Solway right now, but don't get confused, because Solway aren't looking down the nose at anyone. They still have that respect for teams as well.
100%.
And that's, I think, coming into this game today, you'll see that. The downside and the double-edged sword for them is giving too much respect to teams and then getting caught on the back foot.
The other thing I would say is, if you looked at some of the celebrations that Blackburn had when they took Whitley down in their overtime, you saw the celebrations in the dressing rooms like they'd won the Stanley Cup. They just beat a really good team. Sharks have that every week. The target is on their back. Every team wants to beat the Sharks, and it is their cup final, so Sharks have to be up for it every single week. If they're down for a second, a team will turn them over, and it could be Widnes today.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how this pans out. It's going to be a nail-biting affair for both teams. So, can Widnes cast out, catch the points and reel them in, or can the Sharks smell blood in the water already and take that win today? Without further ado, it's time to go down to the ice. It's time to drop the puck.
We have from the Holt and Haven Hospice, Steve Gill, to do the honours this evening.
Well, as both the teams are down on the ice getting ready for the presentations, we'll now go to the national anthems.
Well, with the anthems out the way, it's time to play. Alongside me, the man himself, Mr. Boom Glenn from Sharks TV. Andy, we've said it in the intro there. This is going to be a tough game for both teams.
Yeah, I'm looking for it to be a tough game. I'm hopefully it's going to be a complete walkover for the Sharks. I'm being completely biased here, but I kind of see that happening, to be honest, Ben. We've got pretty much the same team as yesterday, without Lewis Houston, Dominic Jaguar and Callum Boyd. Gordon Horn comes back in for the Sharks, so it's a 15 outfield skaters and just one netminder. Strong team, but...
well, we can see that netminder right there. That's Callum Hepburn, and as I've already said in the introduction, I call him the Wall of the North. He is the unit that is stopping the firepower of the Widnes Wild today, and I tell you what, he'll do it with ease, in my opinion.
We just call him Big Carl, and he's pretty good.
And of course, up the other end, we've got Miles Finney. Finney, at the moment, we know he's slow starting. He gets caught cold on his feet, but when he gets it under him, my God, he can stop pucks. And right now, the Wild are going to need him to get onto that early. Yeah,
it's going to be a cracking game today. I just cannot wait to see it. I see all-out attack, both sides. I don't see many cagey plays. I'm looking for our Sharks to come out quick. They've done so in the last few games. Scored a goal in a minute yesterday. But the Wild are looking really strong as well. And the Wild have got something to play for today in terms of the league position, but also it's an emotional day for the Wild, isn't it?
It is very much so. The final game for the Sheriff himself, Mr. Lee Kemp, as he wears the yellow Widnes one more time. Your team's stripes today will be Mr. Perring, Mr. Arnold and Mr. McKinnon. They're going to be calling this one. And you will have to bear with me because there are a few shirt changes yet again for the Widnes Wild. So Lee Kemp will be icing in 94 today. We have the recent signing Cohen Taylor at 23. Evan Coles returns in 35. Regan Taylor in 38. Will Harper, who's stolen from Sheffield Scimitars, picks up 46, and we'll get to the rest as we get underway. But immediately it's the Wild who are looking to push with Hopkins and Gilbert applying that pressure, but Sharks on the puck.
Yeah, Stuart Kerr in the corner there just now, moving it through towards Scott Henderson. Sharks starting with Connor Henderson, Stuart and Scott Henderson, Peter Gapper, Toner and Kerr. A good starting five for the Sharks. Here come the Wild.
Wild break up now, trying to break through with Britton. Britton has lost that out to Toner as Gilbert applying the forecheck.
Gapper's looking for it across the far side here. If they fire it in, dump it in from the Sharks. And Kerr chases after that. Fast start.
Very fast start. Good poke out the way as Hopkins trying to push it through there and clear the zone. Shot back in by the Sharks and block it away.
Yeah, Gapper with a shot just to really dump in, really, to be honest. Wild picked that up behind the goal line and behind their goal just now, and they'll set up as both teams make some partial changes.
Wild just sat behind the net trying to sum things up, what they're going to go with, and here comes Coulter. Coulter manages to feed it out. Loose puck from...
He's gone home, picked up. Here's Money.
Shot in.
Oh, it's Joe. Come on, Sharks.
Out of the corner. Sharks firing again. Good blocker save by Finney into the corner. Sharks recover that loose puck. However, Joe Coulter, former Shark.
Yeah, Joey's a class player.
Good stretch pass. Managed to find Taylor on the far side. Reese Edwards. Bodied off the puck big time.
That's what Richard Bentham does.
Ruddick over to Murray. Murray looks to play it up through neutral ice. Quick play from Hager. Hager to Coulter on the half boards on the neutral zone. Coulter doesn't like what he sees. Pursued back. Gets it up to Hager. Hager looking for that stretch pass onto Corson Heron. Corson Heron now into the corner. Oh! Murray comes flying in.
Murray took his knee away.
That's a tripping call.
Yep.
Well, 18:01 on the clock and already.
It's a fair call.
Widnes Wild on the power play.
Yeah, Murray just came in too fast and took the leg away. And that'll give the Wild a fantastic chance here in the 2 minutes played just about.
Well, the power play unit takes the ice. We've got Barlow, Williamson, Gilbert, Corson Heron and Britton out for the Wild.
Sharks are normally pretty good in the PK, and they'll have to be good today though.
Barlow, edge of the dot.
Sharks in a nice box formation. Toner keeping the crease clear.
Barlow
good pass in.
Yeah, working it well. Trying to create space. Nathan Britton drops it back for Corson Heron. Has to react quickly. Good pressure from the Sharks. Gets out to Gilbert at the point. Back to Barlow. Barlow goes to wind up. Shoots.
Oh, hitting the head. They should blow a whistle for that, but the Sharks clear.
All the way down onto the net of Finney.
That hit Danskin in the puck hit Danskin in the head.
Gilbert plays it around behind his own net. Williamson looks up ice, and here comes Barlow, gets those legs going. Instead, leaves it for Williamson. Bit of a faux play.
Good pass.
Great pass. Barlow got to take. Ooh, took it and right into the chest of Hepburn.
Yeah, Gordon Horn just clears down the ice and it goes all the way down. Sharks make a change. Widnes make a change.
Minute gone on the power play already. Looking to play up very quickly. Hopkins in possession now for the Wild. Looks up ice. Leaves it for Williamson. Williamson, Scott Hughes in support. Coulter manages to drag that over, but immediately it's in the path of Bentham.
It's well blocked. It's out the zone now though. 37 seconds left on the power play. And Wild will have to reset again. Sharks make another change. Fresh set of 4 on. Here's Jackson. Around the net.
Yeah. I don't think that's Jackson. Again, there's a lot of shit swaps going on.
My mistake.
Yeah, it's Hager. So Hopkins and...
Nets off.
Yeah, nets off. Good effort. I do believe that's Tom Barry. You see it again in the replay here. But It comes off another point shot. Driven into the corner and a quick one up onto the post by Hepburn's wise to it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, 84 is Alex Mitchell today.
16 seconds left on the power play, Ben. Sharks will look to win this face-off and get it out. Wild will look to set this up and get a quick shot away. Wild do win it.
Yeah, Coulter comes out with that one crucially.
Chance here. They move it quick.
Coulter needs to get it going again. Gets it to Hughes behind the net.
Watch the high man coming out the box.
And here we go.
Murray's
3,
now, yeah.
2, 1. Trapdoor opens.
Murray's out.
5 on 5. Haggart looks up ice, and this game has got everything early.
Murray switches straight off. So power play. Oh, Gapper couldn't quite collect that.
Hughes knocks it into the corner. Kelbeatty now backhands it, tries to clear it, only onto the stick of Coulter.
It's loose in front. Frantic stuff. Here come the Sharks, but 4 men back for Wild fairly quickly. Henderson shoots it. Pad save away. Henderson again.
Pulled out the air by Finney with that one.
Lovely save, wasn't it?
Very much so. And I tell you what, neither team can rest on this puck at the moment. It's great pressure from either side.
So 15:27 remaining in this first period. Still Widnes Wild 0. Solway Sharks 0.
Yeah, been a good start. I mean, to be fair, the Sharks were 3-0 up last night at this time, so Wild doing not too bad. Danskin's got puck just now. Danskin's been playing great. He's been playing for Glasgow Clan. He gets called up there. That's a trip, surely.
Oh, and Corson Herron with a blatant trip. You can't argue that one.
Here's a chance for the Solway Sharks.
Well,
and that was McBean, and you got to get him checked fairly early. As you said, he's scored a goal in every single game he's played. He's averaging around 3 points a game, and the vast majority of them have been goals.
Giving the advantage now to the Sharks, and as they're getting a little bit of momentum going as well, the last thing you want to be doing, you got McBean, Beatty out on the ice there as well, Bentham. That's some firepower.
Sharks win it. Beatty looking for the shot here. Beatty coming in from the left, plays it back in. Here's McBean over the far side. He's got some skills to pay the bills, as this boy. Stick handling like you've never seen. Back to Beatty. Beatty dumps it into the corner. Kerr plays that round, comes back to McBean. Here's Bentham. Bentham's got a slap shot on him, everybody will know that. Sharks just trying to move it around, need to move it around a wee bit quicker.
Yeah, Wild back in that box formation as well.
Bentham shoots it, deflected wide there. Still 1:25 left in the penalty, but Wild have it and they should clear it, but don't. And here's McBean again. It's behind the net now. Some good defence in there by the Wild. And it's Kelbeatty, probably the fastest skater in Solway just now. It's Bentham. Bentham shoots it, it's just wide.
Yeah, the screen looked like he deflected it away there.
McBean probably kicked it away.
Wild fans trying to get behind their side. Again, Bentham top
off
of the
board.
shot.
Deflection came back in from Gappa off the boards and he couldn't quite connect, and that's cleared well by the Wild.
Well, 50 seconds of the power play remains, and the Wild weathering the storm early here, but I tell you what, the Sharks are building momentum and confidence. They cannot allow them to start getting that puck loose and around, because you are offering up the likes of McBean and Beatty and Bentham to take them shots.
Comes out the zone and Stuart Kerr just fumbles the puck there, and the Sharks will come out. And you've got 30 seconds left in the power play, and a good bit of forechecking coming on here from the Wild. Toner now. Nice pass out in the middle from Struan, plays it out to the left towards Gappa. Gappa coming in on the left. Stops on a sixpence. Turns, moves it into the corner. It's behind the net now by Scott Henderson. Scott Henderson comes round the far side. There's a back it to blue line. Back in towards Scotty. There's Kerr. It's loose.
Good save, 2 seconds on the clock. We'll see it again in the replay here. Sharks working that puck well. Little 1-2, Kerr, top of the shot, all that time. Doesn't put much power behind it, more of a guided shot, looking for a deflection maybe.
Yeah, it was a good save nonetheless. And that'll probably see the power play over, so.
Britton and Henderson in for the draw. Right hand side of Finney's net. 2-1. Corson Herron back on the ice.
He's got a chance here, he gets the puck straight away.
Corson Herron gets to Hopkins. Hopkins under pressure, couldn't get it under him from Toner.
Toner done well there. Toner loves a coast-to-coaster. He loves a coast-to-coaster. Oh, it's a post.
Off the post. Britton looking for the quick up again. Can he release Corson Herron? Yeah, that's. Kerr's going to get there first. And I tell you what.
I called it when he picked it up. He's coming forward. You never give Struan too much time, but if you commit to him, he'll drop a pass off to the left. But that was a rasper of a shot, hit the bottom right-hand post. The Wild there.
12:54 left in this first period. Face-off left-hand side of Miles Finney's net. Taken by the Wild as he looked to clear the zone early on here, and they managed to do so. Questionably, refs say no, it's back in. And the Sharks once more set up.
Behind the goal, comes round. Chance here for the Wild to get a quick break. Pretty slow. Oh, you didn't want to do that. Played well by Finney though. Hard fought in the corner just now. The whole of the folk in. Sharks have it through Murray. And Murray plays it there, back to Murray. He's going to come in. You're going to let him come in. Whistle goes. Do you know why Ross Murray's called Peanut? That's his nickname.
Go on then.
Scottish sense of humour. He's allergic to peanuts. So we call him Peanut.
Fair enough. Makes perfect sense, I suppose.
No, when the supporters come on the bus, there's no peanuts allowed on the bus because he's severely allergic to peanuts.
Right.
Yeah, that's the alternate captain. He's doing a bit of coaching this year as well, so again the Sharks progressing for the future.
Excellent.
Ross will probably come into coaching.
Well, the face-off will be neutralised out in front of the Wild bench. You see McBean, and it appears to be Barlow in for the draw here. And Barlow wins this one, gets it back for the Wild immediately. Thrown forward. Edwards gets it to Hagger, interestingly. They've put Edwards, Hagger and Barlow together today. That's a very formidable line. That's not Joe Greaves in the shirt, though, don't be mistaken.
Oh, there's McBean had just a bit of chance, but that's great, great defending there.
Barlow throws it forward, Hagger's going to look to get him behind. Intercepted first. Now Sharks look to clear the zone.
Oh, not a good pass there by Rory Lockerbie. Passed it straight into Barlow. But Sharks will pick it up through Johnny McBean. McBean with the stick skills. Everybody knows about him.
Good poke check and stick lift there by Rhys Edwards. Has just disrupted the play a little bit. Shot goes wide of the net, picked up by Jack Murray. Murray feeds it to Edwards. Edwards looks immediately up ice. Gets a good pass to Barlow in the middle. Barlow gains his own, decides to dump in, chases his own. Dump in, Bentham, goal swings that away.
It's coming out.
And here come the Sharks again.
Beatty's in the middle. Forgot about his defensive zone there. Shot for Henderson. Oh, hits off the post again. Henderson again. Goal!
And there it is.
And that's a boom for Scotty Henderson.
Well, we'll see the replay again. Sharks absolutely piling the pressure on here. Finney, after that first warning shot and the double pipe ringer, comes back out. He's unable to jump on it. Henderson's there. Thank you very much.
Got to follow up his own shot. Well done, Scotty. And Sharks take a 1-0 lead. What's been an even game so far. Maybe just deserved it on chance. He's going to hit the post a couple of times, but that'll maybe settle the Sharks a bit more.
It certainly will. As we just reset and get ready to go again.
Andy Craig on the line for the Sharks this time. Had a great game last night, young man.
So just a quick change in the shirt order. We had down 46 as, 94 is Lee Kemp and 46 is Will Harper. It's switched around. So Will Harper wearing the 94, Kemp in the 46.
Craig muscled out, plays it in towards Murray. Gordon Horn has it in the corner for the Sharks, plays it back in front, shot!
Good
and
effort.
Covered up well by Finney. Done well there, because that was pretty much point blank range.
I'll tell you what, right now the Wild are giving the Sharks too much time to get on this puck and plenty of ice to work with.
I think it's difficult to contain the Sharks. They're a fast team. I wouldn't be too critical of the Wild. They're doing better than most teams have done this season about clamping down on the Sharks, but we move the puck really fast at times.
Well, false start there from Andy Hopkins, just pulls play back. And what we'll do is we will look to go again. 10:25 on the clock, left-hand side of Miles Finney's net. Good tie-up, and this time it's the Sharks come out with it. Hopkins, though, jumps, he's knocked it forward. Here comes Gilbert. Gilbert on the break. He's got Tonal to get past Dan Hepburn. Decides to dump it in, but immediately the Wild surge forward to try and set something up, but the Sharks turn around quickly.
Craig was just a wee bit slow to get on that as Gordon Horn banked it off the boards. Tight in the corner just now. Comes out. Backhanded shot comes in. A good save. Murray with a backhanded shot. There. Wild looked dangerous on the break, I have to say, Ben.
It's one thing they've been doing really well all season, catching the high man.
Them.
There's Hopkins.
Oh, good
tries to wait around Kerr, shut the door on him.
Here's Toner. Toner flips it forward. Again, good control.
Barlow.
And there by Barlow. He's been good standout wild player for me so far.
Yeah, so you mentioned McBean's got the skills to pay the bills. Well, Barlow's the guy. He's the go-to guy carrying the Wild at the moment. He's been putting performances on, but because you can see his confidence as well, it's breathing through the team.
Here's McBean, comes back, shoots it. Good block there. Sharks moving it around behind the goal. Come out to Danskin. Danskin dumps that in at the corner. Hard fought on the boards. Rudy Walker being there for the Sharks.
Yeah. And that's Alex Mitchell now. Mitchell looks up ice.
Pass.
Good pass to Barlow to release him. Barlow down the wing. Gains his own. Puts it in the middle. Corson Herron couldn't reel it in.
Doing a change as well. They've just left you without numbers. Here comes Solway. McBean. Shoots it. Finney didn't know where it went, but he saved it.
And back up the other way.
Dumping, that's going to be ice, surely.
It is from Barlow. Hughes couldn't beat out his man in the foot race. And to tell you what, I would happily pay money to watch Matt Barlow go against Johnny McBean in a one-on-one. The skills that the pair of them have got.
Yeah, great stick handling skills. You've never seen anything like it. Sometimes McBean is too quick for his own players and they don't realise what he's doing. But they're getting to grips with him, and every game he's getting better. The young man's got a future, and he's obviously a two-way with Dundee Stars. Played a couple of times for them this season, but he's learning his trade and getting a lot of ice time here at Solway.
Into the corner, looking to clear it out. Hughes sends it off the boards deep into the Solway zone, and that's going to be another icing call.
That'll be right the way back this time.
So right now, Widnes just about coping with the onslaught from the Solway side.
I think it's fairly level. Solway got the goal, but it's still fairly level. It's a long way to go in this game, Ben. And if I was a Wild fan, I wouldn't be too despondent just yet.
Thing is, though, you know, if you've been watching the highlight shows and you're watching Solway,
here's a chance
they've
for
got
a
legs as well. Though here's Barlow to 2-on-1. Shot in. Hepburn spills up. Uncharacteristic of Hepburn, but it must have had some venom on from Barlow.
Barlow's still there.
Causing the nuisance himself. Hughes playing forward again, interestingly. Adam Jaceko takes a shot. Williamson puts it back in. Hepburn has to save again. Hepburn being called into question, but he's ready to answer.
Yeah, as I was saying, don't be too despondent if you're a Wild fan. And then they come up there and just about score.
Quick change.
Everybody's changing just now.
Williamson, great forecheck pressure from the Sharks.
It's Henderson in there. Scott Henderson, that is. Makes a turn. Tried to play dangerous pass back in, but Wild cut it out in defence. That comes back towards Finney though.
Yeah, Finney does a sensible thing and freezes that up. We'll see it again. It was the forecheck pressure from Horn that originally he pickpockets his man, gets it to Henderson. The play ensues from that and they get a shot off.
Fine margins, that's all I'm saying, fine margins.
7:13 remaining in this period and it's still 1-0 in favour of the Sharks.
Yeah,
don't blink, don't go anywhere. This game feels like it could turn in an instant.
Yeah.
Hager looked to test Hepburn, couldn't get all the way through.
Here's Murray. Murray backhanded in the direction of Andy Craig. Craig had a breakout season last year. Only started playing not that long ago. And
right into the glove of Finney. Well, both netminders solid right now. Very little loose change for the players to scoop up. And I tell you what, if this is only what the first period is like, I can't wait for the remaining two.
Yeah, it needs to be fast because it's a freezing cold rink, and I'm pleased to see a couple of Sharks over there with kilts on. Fantastic. I see Billy over there. Well done, son. Coming down here in the kilt.
Great travelling support.
Here come the Wild up.
Mitchell.
Got to face Beattie.
He called for a stick to the face, nothing given. Sharks look to turn it around quickly.
Craig up the left hand side here. Nobody in the middle for him. Beattie arriving late, but that's cut out well with the Wild. They can set up.
Yeah, Wild looking to break forward again. Great pass into the middle.
Crisp passing.
Yeah, Jaceko dumps that in. Coulter on the forecheck. Hopkins now trying to make a nuisance of himself.
Here comes McBean. Beats his man round. Oh, fans in the shot. Goals gaping.
Looking to play up to Coulter. Joey loses it in his skates for a second, manages to regain it. Lovely little bit of a
That's
stick
loose.
skill.
Here's McBean. Another great save.
Flash of the leather from Finney. See it again. And
McBean just jumped on the short pass there.
this is what he's dangerous with. He will pick up any mistakes at the Wild turnover as well.
Well, I was going to say
Good
that's the
shot,
one
good
thing.
save.
If this is going to be a game of mistakes.
Yeah. It's who's going to capitalise on the mistakes, isn't it? Face off in the Wild's defensive zone just now. And Wild have it.
Played up very quickly to Hopkins. Andy Hopkins gains his own. Looks to cut inside. Good poke check by the Sharks. Young turns it around, and here come the Sharks again.
Gappa on the left, McBean on the right. Takes the shot and saved. Comes towards Gappa, he leaves it. And it goes round the boards. Wild will pick it up and start their attack.
Feeds it out from Britton. Britton's trying to get Hopkins. Read well by Tonar. Shuts the door on Britton and Hopkins.
Fans getting a bit more into it. Maybe not as many fans as I've seen here before, Ben, but I suppose the England games maybe got something to do with that.
Maybe. Gilbert palms that one down. Leads
Pass.
it for Corson Heron. Corson Heron into the corner. Kerr to beat. Drives Kerr into the boards. Get the pass off though to Tonar. And here come the Sharks once more.
McBean flies that over at the far side in the direction of Connor Henderson. It's hard fought on the boards there. Wildman goes down. Still a bit there. Wild are going to clear it. Pass through the middle. There's a chance here.
Corson Heron, great breakout pass there to Barlow. Barlow dumps in. Barlow, Hughes, Corson Heron. Again, interesting line. Williamson and G, top defensive line on. Turn around by the Sharks once more. It's not G, even Kemp, apologies.
Gappa whistles it past. And that comes all the way out. Not a bad play, but Barlow just couldn't read that quick enough. Banked off the boards, and Travis Lavery gets his first shift of the day. Moves it up to Gappa. Gappa on the left-hand side. Murray over on the right. Gappa beats his man.
Kemp does well with a poke check.
Danskin.
Given up there. Sloppy pass. It's a little bit of a 2-on-2 break. Here comes Edwards. Reese Edwards. Trying to get to the cross, and it was Coulter. Narrowly misses on the back door. Hager with a little bit of stick skill there, tries to deke through his men. Edwards gets it back into the corner. Coulter looking set up to Hager. Hager-Coulter, the normal pairing. Back on the ice, resume play.
What a chance for the Wild there. Just couldn't quite connect on the across the crease pass there.
Mitchell decides he's going to skate backwards with it. 3:33 remains in this period. Still only a goal to the good for Solway. That's going to be an icing call as we go back down. I tell you what, the signs of promise from both sides, and I wouldn't want to call who's going to score next, but my goodness, this is a game.
Yeah, nothing between the teams actually. Nothing between the teams at all. I think we're going to say who's going to take their chances. A mistake or a moment of brilliance is going to decide this one.
Face-off is left-hand side of Finney, and here come the Wild again with Edwards. Edwards decides to skate straight at this man.
I'm not going to get past Kilbeatty doing that. You called it before the game. Ben is one of the ones to watch, and that's why he's in the Great Britain under-20 team that leaves for Lithuania tomorrow, along with Johnny McBean.
Good luck to those guys. No doubt they'll shine on the world stage. As the Wild look to play it out, Hopkins out the corner, manages to dig it out. Great little breakout pass again. Skating forward, shot comes in. Wild behind. Solway net.
That's good defence in there from Craig. Needed that.
And Harper's gone to work into the corner with Gilbert. Will Harper again.
Penalty.
Penalty coming. Will Harper, a familiar name with the Sheffield fans, was wearing Scimitar's colours up until this week.
Kilbeatty going to sit down.
Oh, tempers are starting to fray a little bit.
I don't think Kel was particularly happy with the call.
Well, with 2 minutes 38 remaining in this period, it's now a man advantage for the Wild for the next 2 minutes. Can they draw even and go into the end of this period all square?
And you got a glorious chance. One of the power play, one of the PK killers off, and Kilbeatty.
Big shot comes in from the half-board side of Hager. We know Hager's got a ripper on him. Left for Mitchell.
So Beatty was called for a cross check. And here's Hughes.
Hughes gets it over to Hopkins.
And
that's an offside. and the Wild kicking themselves because they're their own worst downfall at times with silly little mistakes like that.
You're just too eager to get in the zone there, Ben. A wee bit of patience, keep calm, keep the head, play the percentages is the way to go. But you can't blame them for they want to get right in about it. They want to get the momentum of this penalty. So you can understand that. It's just an offside.
Oh.
Let's go again.
And
You're too kind. You're too kind.
With that, Tonner picks that one up.
Oh, you got a chance. Murray's all on his lonesome here. He's just
Finney out of his net.
Murray didn't play the keeper, which is nice to see.
Picked up by Gilbert. And again, Hopkins this time reels it in with almost a minute of that power play gone. Turned around once more. We know games can be won or lost with the special teams. We've seen it all season with the Wild. They've got the potential, but sometimes they just bang on the door or power play and never really fruitful with it. But it's going to be difficult anyway with the Shark side.
Lovely check there by Connor Henderson. Just killed 5 seconds of that power play.
Mitchell put it forward, knocked on and turned around
Henderson's
again.
after this. I wonder if he'll play the keeper.
Yeah, Finney out of his net.
No, done well. Wild have to take control of this and start to get set up in the Shark zone. They've hardly been in the Sharks half in this power play. Here they come now.
With Barlow. Barlow drops it for his point man. Gets it back.
Need to move it around quickly now.
20 seconds now remaining inside the final minute of this period. Gilbert to Williamson, back to Barlow. Barlow being pursued well by Horn.
Need to be moving the Sharks around far quicker.
Again, trying to work this round. Gilbert keeps it in just 4 seconds. Oh no! Well, that was tight.
That was in. There was no way that came out. That wasn't out, sorry.
Yeah,
I know it's a difficult job officiating, but we're right in line with the blue line here. That wasn't out.
well, 40.7 seconds left, 2 seconds on the power play. This is literally going to be formality now. The trapdoor will open. BT will come out chomping at the bit. One trapdoor opens and you can see it there. You can see clever little play by Ruddock. Played it off the board just to delay that split second.
There's a flip through the middle though.
Alan Ruddock gets it out to Hagger. Hagger, big slap shot, sends this miles wide. Edwards picks the rebound up around the board, puts it towards. It's going to be Hagger in the office. Out in front, it's in! And what a deflection that is! It's at Edwards with the goal.
Came off McBean, I think.
But we'll see it again in the replay now.
I think it came off McBean, but we'll see it. Played it
There's
from
Hagger,
behind the goal line. Flipped it. No sure who it came off. It's either came off Danskin, the Wild player coming forward, or Hepburn. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. Wild have scored, it's 1-1.
Well, as we said before, mistakes can capitalise on them, and it's now here at Plantage Widnes. Widnes Wild 1, Solway Sharks 1.
17.5 seconds left in this first period, and I'll be honest, not many people would have had this scoreline down for the end of the first.
No, I'll be honest with you, it's I was expecting it to be a lot more than this, but give Wild a due. They're giving this a game.
It's been a level game, guys.
Yeah.
It really has. There's not been much between the teams. Wild have won that face-off.
Yeah, look to throw it forward. Edwards again, turned over to Tunner.
I think both teams are going to be happy going in at level.
2-1, that's going to be the buzzer. And what a first period. I tell you what, Andy.
Been a cracker, eh?
It has. Do not turn off your televisions or adjust your sets. There is plenty more action to come.
Well, with that, we go into the changing rooms. It's Widnes Wild 1, Solway Sharks 1. Join us right after this short break.
Brakes and Sons sponsor Drop the Puck.
Welcome back to Plantage Widnes for this second period of the NIHL North 1 matchup between the Widnes Wild and the Solway Sharks. The score currently stands as Widnes Wild 1, Solway Sharks 1. Guys, pretty interesting first period.
It was, certainly was, and we've got the old stats for those that like the stats out there.
Ooh.
And it was 13 shots on Finney, 11 on Cal Hepburn. It's dead even almost.
Well, it's like Andy said, it's pretty even, isn't it?
It's been even, there's no doubt in that. I had a quick word with Martin before I came up to the commentary box and asked him for a prediction, and he just said 2 points anyway, and I went, right, comprehensive win. No, anyway, the Sharks are just looking for 2 points today, and this is, as I said before, this is a difficult venue to come to against a really good, well-organised team, and Sharks know they're in a game, that's for sure. They're going to have to up it if they're going to steamroll or win this, but that's just not going to happen, I don't think, Ben?
No, I think you're right. You know, that we know the Shark style of hockey is smooth, fast-flowing, tape-to-tape, clinical, whereas the Wild, they can get a little bit grindy and dirty when they need to, and a bit of in the trenches. But they too like to play that sort of style, looking for the quick ups around the backs, the high men, you know, right through the middles with the likes of your Barlows and your Coulters. I don't know whose hands it's going to play into.
There's only been 3 penalties in the first period, 2 for the Sharks, 1 for the Wild. Sharks are going to have to make sure they keep all their men on the ice again, being a little bit short benched. It's a fast game, and it could come down to who's the fittest in the last period.
Well, that scares me because I know the Sharks have got legs, and you know what I mean. So you guys obviously iced last night. The Wild didn't, so the Wild in theory should be the fresher team.
Sharks always play better on their second day. If we have a one weekend game, it's never a good thing for the Sharks. Maybe the same for the Wild. But this is a tight game. This could go either way.
Well, it looks like it's going to be Britton and Henderson in for the draw off the dot.
Yeah.
As Mr. Perrin just brings them in.
Scott Henderson for the Sharks. Connor Henderson's on nearest us. Gapper, Kerr and Toner for the Sharks.
Yeah, Britton Hopkins and Gilbert for the Wild. As it's Hopkins immediately who gets that. They've sent it back to Mitchell. Mitchell forced to play it around quickly. And it's going to be scooped up by Harper. Harper and Mitchell now your defenders for the Wild, and they look to play that forward. Gilbert off the boards out in front of the Solway bench. Kerr's forced backwards with it, and great pass forward, and here come the Sharks.
Gapper, backhand shot, quick, covered up.
Well, just like that, the Sharks can turn it around. We'll see it again.
Gapper gave the keeper the eyes there. He thought he was going to go around the back of the net, but he took a quick backhanded shot to the near post, and Finney was a good match for that, and covered up well.
Very much so. Sharks now in a admirable position, let's just say. So left-hand side of Miles Finney's net. Coulter and Henderson for the draw. This is going to be interesting.
Kerr with the shot coming in there, but easily saved. Toner keeps it in. Play down the middle. Here's Connor Henderson. Connor Henderson with a golf club swing. Oh, just doing the fall for him. Gapper picks it up, plays it to Stuart Kerr at blue line. Blue's shot comes in, jumped over there by Connor Henderson. Toner picks up the far end, plays it in the direction of Gapper.
Edwards picks that puck up, looks to break out, and here comes Coulter. Coulter and Hagger gets it over to Hagger on the wing. Hagger looks to go inside, back to Edwards, skating in, he couldn't reel it in. Loose puck swept up by Gapper, and Sharks once more in possession.
Stuart Kerr, D, looking for a pass forward, plays it backwards. Direction of Toner. Toner looking for anybody. Flip pass out to Murray. Murray can't quite control it first time, but turns and picks it up. Crosses the red, crosses the blue, coming in from the right, round the net. Plays it off the boards. Bentham.
Another blocker saved by Finney.
Backhanded in the direction of Horn with the looks of it. Back to Murray off the boards.
Yeah, Murray straight in on that one. They're trying to disrupt the play, and they have done once more.
Chance here for the Wild.
Edwards and Coulter, yet again. Coulter holding it up as much as he can. Comes off Edwards, falls back, and it's a loose puck. Forces the Wild back. Williamson knows is forward to trying to make a change. She dumps it into the corner.
I think the Wild were fortunate to get away with too many men on the ice there. I counted 7 on the ice at the one time. But here they come.
Kept in by Taylor, Regan Taylor. Shot comes in, deflects out again. It's scooped up by the Sharks, who look to advance, but Taylor just turns that round neutral ice. Dumped in for Corson Herron to chase onto. Corson Herron manages to get there into the corner, gets it back out. Barlow back to Corson Herron, plays around. You see there, bodies him off the puck. Sharks dump it in. Williamson now for the Wild, looks up ice. Got Hughes and Coulter. Interesting how Coulter stayed out. Sorry, Carson Herring, in fact, it is. Apologies. But Young pickpockets him.
Here's McBean on the far side. Plays it back, drop shot, and Young, who hits the shot, saved easily, and the Wild come up this end, and it's like basketball.
Very much so. Barlow gets it out to the wing to Gilbert. And again, good work in the corner.
It's Lavery in there for the Sharks.
Yeah, shoveling snow, but no avail. Officials pull that one out, and you're very much right, and it's another tennis match, back and forth.
Yeah, end-to-end stuff. 3 minutes just flown by in the second period already.
If it was a boxing match, I'd say both are still feeling each other out, but...
Yeah, you just think they're going to let go at some point, and they'll have an all-out rip-up at some point. No,
all right. Face off. Left-hand side of Cal Hepburn's net.
There's Lavery trying to get that around. It comes in front. Sharks pick it up. And Sharks coming away on the right-hand side. Lavery dumps it forward.
Yeah, Harper's going to skate onto that one. Sends that round. Has he got enough on it to make it? It does. Official just gets in the way, and Hopkins says thank you.
Chance here. Back door.
Gilbert tried to send it in. Slammed shut by the Sharks. Sends Will Harper once more all the way round.
Stretched. Chance if they move it. Oh, don't know when to lose it there though. Here's McBean. Tries the impossible angle.
That man has just got a different wavelength of thinking about hockey, hasn't he?
Just trying to catch Finney unawares there.
Sent up the boards again. This time Hopkins to Mitchell. Mitchell fighting to throw it forward.
Danskin plays it up the boards.
Sent behind the net of the Sharks, scooped up by Gilbert. Looking for a man out in front, decides to send it back to Mitchell. Well read by the Sharks D-man.
There's Lavery in there.
Good battle ensues. Sharks come away with it. Haggart puts his stick on that, sends it back in, just allows a while to reset, quick changes. And they're looking for the quick up with Gapper. Wild send it back once more. Edwards has impressed a lot of people, but not Struentonar as he rubs him out of that one.
Gonna have to rename the Northern Wall to Struentonar, I think. Passed, Gapper's through, early shot, saved, loose, Gapper behind the goals, looking for the backhand, it's in there,
poking away at that pickle.
Good save, brave keeping.
Gapper certainly not impressed with himself. Edwards there, little unsure whether he was going to go. You see it in the replay again, brings it out in front, Gapper slams it 1, 2, 3, taps on the pads.
Yeah, you said Finney takes a while to warm up. Sloop's warmed up now and he's doing what keepers need to do, putting his face, hands, everything in about where the blades and the sticks go.
Henderson and Barlow in for the draw, comes away on the stick of the Sharks.
Gapper again. Too far round for the wrap around, plays it back to Stuart Kerr. Stuart Kerr shoots it, bounces off Finney.
Hughes manages to reel it in, breaks away Barlow. Barlow on the breakaway, Matt Barlow. Oh, Hepburn stands tall. It come off his shoulder and mask and around.
He looks at his post like it was lucky for him. Sharks the other way. Gapper gets it tied up in his feet, back to Scott Henderson off the boards. Plays it in the words of Connor Henderson.
Kemp digging away this one, gets it out to Barlow. Lovely little play between Hughes and Barlow. Interesting to see how
again.
They've kept Hughes up there. Jaseko's first man though. Gets it out in front.
Slides it by, inches wide. Inches wide. Sharks looking to counter attack now. And they're coming through Connor Henderson. On the far side. Dropped in. Chance again for a quick break for the Wild if they get the heads up here.
Wild breaking forward. Mitchell puts one in. It's off the blocker and out of play.
Geez, that's exciting stuff, isn't it?
And this is what you get.
14:01 remaining in the second period. The score still stands as Widnes Wild 1, Solway Sharks 1.
Yeah, watching that Mitchell replay again, and Alex Mitchell, one of those defenders you can call two-way, will certainly go forward with the puck.
Yeah.
Action resumes though, and it's the Sharks who are sitting comfortable. Oh, lovely little tip-in attempt. And that was Britton. Wild starting to really get into this one now, into the second period. Almost half the period blown by, though.
Yeah, Wild looking the better team just now.
Sharks looking to break out. Loses his edge, goes down. Hopkins turn it around, could be a bit of a push on by the Wild, but it's good play there.
Benton just tries to flip it out, gets out the zone eventually, and Wild will set up again.
Hager, interestingly, playing D.
Pass.
Not Hager, sorry, Mitch, that was Harper, apologies. Will Harper again puts it in, out in front, and it's in! Well, it's Alex Mitchell with that one. We'll see it again. Behind it, rings round for Harper. Harper throws it back in near side post. It's reeled in by Mitchell, and he posts it under the skate of Hepburn. And just like that, it's YKK Widnes Wild 2, Solway Sharks 1.
Yeah, had to say it was coming. We said the Wild were looking the more dangerous team. Sharks were looking a bit ragged. And I think Wild take a deserved 2-1 lead, to be honest.
It's interesting, I will say, Martin Goodham and Jamie Thompson on the bench there. Between them, they've got one hell of a tactical hockey mind, but right now they're being played against by that bench on the Widnes side, who were certainly line matching. As again, Widnes bit between the teeth, come in. Another attempt, second bite to the cherry. Hepburn sees it sent wide round the corner. Turn back around, Hager and Coulter. Ruddock can't keep it in. Sends it back to Murray. Wild looking to catch. Solway on the bounce.
Ison's waved off.
Hager.
Continue on.
Tell you what, couldn't get it across the Coulter in time. And here come the Sharks.
It's blocked there. Rory Lockerby's in there trying to stop things.
Edwards pokes it around past his man.
Sharks need a bit of possession to calm things down, I would suspect. Martin and Jamie are no sort of coaches to lose their minds and give people a hard time. But here's McBean. Still waiting on his goal again.
It'll come, I guarantee. A lovely little no-look pass.
That's just dumped in, and Sharks will make a bit of a partial change of line.
Murray.
Wide trying to get it out. Young keeps it in. Chance here for McBean. It's loose. And Wild managed to clear it.
Scooped up by Hughes.
Here's McBean again. Beats his man on the outside. Coming in, pass. Oh, what a save!
What a save!
What a worldie.
I tell you what, Miles Finney keeping the Wild in it at the moment.
Sharks still in the attacking zone.
Williamson.
Wild just looking to get it anywhere.
Coulson Heron trying to get a stick on that. Sharks still in possession.
Now it's Wild. The shot. That is another team. Danskin coming in. He makes a turn. Flips it down the boards. And McBean's got that. Beats his man. Goes round. Bit of a high tackle perhaps. Nothing's called though. And McBean turns. Plays it in the dangerous zone. Oh, what a shot. What a save.
What
again.
a save. Catch your breath. We'll see all that again.
Finney with a worldie in the first bit there. What a save Young was.
But we'll see it here now. Young, bang there. Lovely little deflection.
Save before that was even better.
All I can say is you've had your money's worth in the first period and more.
Well, you were talking about keepers earlier on when you were talking about Hepburn.
Finney proved his worth, eh?
Keeper's definitely on form tonight.
And he chose a good night to do it, I think, as well.
Chances for the Wild, though.
Yeah, played out. It's Hopkins gets it to Gilbert. Gilbert couldn't quite get that puck through. They managed to get it to Hopkins. It's out. Fans on his shot. It was a sitter. Oh, cool. And that's just wiped out our monitor.
The monitor's screwed. Sorry. Puck's hit the monitor here, guys. So impressive.
Well, without replays now, that's going to be fun.
Ben, did you grab the puck?
I didn't. It's around
come
somewhere.
On. Get the puck. That's us. We've got a souvenir.
It's around somewhere. I'll grab it in a minute.
Well, so the monitor's been absolutely trashed by the puck coming.
Well, we'll get that sorted.
On the plus side, it missed the camera by centimetres to hit the monitor. All right, we've still got the puck. It's like it's our ball. We're going home. So we're still blathering away here as all the guys make a change. They're looking for a spare puck down there. Everyone's embedded in the monitor. We're going to have to get some pictures. We're going to have to get some pictures and put them in social media for what happened. The disappointing thing for it is that neither Ben nor myself had the reactions to catch the thing. There's no way we're ever going to be a goalkeeper. That's all I'm saying.
Well, yeah, that's true.
We're away again anyway. Here come the Wild. They're in the attacking zone just now. And hard fought on the boards and Solway come away with it. Looks like McBean to me coming in from the far side. He takes a break and moves it back, and the Sharks would set up again through Kel Beattie, who flips the long pass down the middle. There's 2 Sharks after that, so Ison's waved off.
Yeah, Hager played that out quickly, got it out to Mitchell, and I tell you what, the Wild looking to capitalise and catch again. Sharks on the back foot, but that penalty against Livery has certainly given them an opportunity to turn the screws on a bit more.
Yeah,
Giseko put it forward.
Lavery's in the penalty box here. Sharks are short-handed.
Yeah, delay a game penalty.
Yeah, we know it was delay a game nearly hurt.
You think?
It should be in the playbook, in the rule book. If you smash a monitor, you go in the box.
Yeah, so he's in the Fresco environmental penalty bin.
A minute gone in the penalty already.
Barlow working round well. However, Sharks keeping the Wild on the toes.
If the Wild were to take a 2-goal lead just now,
passes it back wide. Yeah, it was Giseko. It was a wild pass. Back in again. Giseko circling around in front, looking for the loose change off Hepburn.
Scott Henderson done brilliantly there.
Williamson's kept it alive though.
Yeah, 30 seconds left in the penalty now.
Giseko gets it out to Corson Herring. Corson Herring all the way to Barlow. Barlow over to Gilbert. Back to Barlow. Back to Gilbert again. Gilbert round the back of the Sharks net, chewing that clock up. Sharks jump in on it.
Clear it. 10 seconds left in the penalty, and the puck is directly behind Finney's net. Barlow picks up. Coming with a bit of speed now.
This is what Barlow does well. He picks up speed up with his legs going.
Lavery's after this, he's out of the box. It's 5 on 5. Lavery gets the puck, plays it back in. Dangerous if Gordon Horn could have picked it up.
Turned into the corner though by Finney. Digging away on the board, shoveling snow once more. Barlow gets in there.
Murray does what Murray does. Comes away with it, plays it out, comes out. Oh, just not sitting perfectly. Murray's behind the net. Plays it back out. Comes the corner, come to the blue line. No, passes in the middle of the corner. Chances there, no, it's over on the far side still. Chance.
You just see there, Barlow was trying to hold on to that to give Corson Herring the break. Couldn't get past his man. Instead, they dump in and go for a quick change. 8 minutes 3 remaining in this second period.
Here's Murray coming forward for the Sharks. Sticking the shot, what a block.
Barlow's going to see the opportunity there, scoop that one up. Drops it out for his man on the wing. That's Coulter. Back to Hager. Barlow, Coulter, Hager. Tell you what, that line's got some points behind its name. Hager, top of the shop, decides to dump it into the opposite corner. Coulter. Twists and turns, creates himself some space.
Comes out. Gordon Horn. Going through the middle. They've moved to the side well, defended well.
Williamson trying to get the stick in, disrupt the play.
Well, Murray's behind the net. You're going to let him come in. Don't want to do that. Shot set side netting. Still behind the net. Sharks make a change.
Williamson bodies his man into the corner.
There's McBean.
Coulter.
Don't
Sat on that puck
Here's
too
Young.
long.
It's coming to Toner. Oh, didn't sit well for Toner, and he plays it into the corner. Played out well. Hager plays it out. It's a good pass. Comes out the zone at least. Kerr plays it back in. Here come the Wild.
Hager. Put it back door for Edwards!
An easier goal you'll ever score.
Reece Edwards! You see it there.
Came in the back door.
Yeah, it was worked well in.
Open goal. Couldn't miss. 3-1. Wild. Sharks in the game. Wild looking up the table to third place now.
Well, there's a lot of line matching going on, a lot of players playing out a regular position.
So with 6:25 remaining in this second period, it's Widnes Wild 3, Solway Sharks 1.
I wouldn't have had that scoreline down, Gary, certainly not.
Yeah, the Wild coming again.
Into the corner. Dug out by Britton. Britton's got it to Gilbert. Gilbert rings it round. Britton loses that out to Young, and here comes Young. Lewis Young.
Got Lockerbie in the middle. Young goes down on the boards. Lockerbie picks up behind the goal line.
Mitchell chopping away at him. Britton comes in, looks to clear it out to Hopkins. Manages to play off the boards again, pulled down by Gilbert. Gilbert runs through for Britton. Britton's got space, dumps it in for Hopkins to chase down. And the Wild forcing this game up another gear.
So loose in front, what a chance. Here come the Sharks though. Gappa coming in from left, shoots right in the bread basket.
Yeah, tried to use Riddick there as the screen. You see it as it goes through under the legs of Riddick, straight into the chest of Finney. And I tell you what, again though, neither team can sit on the puck and count out the other one. The Sharks have got such a quick up and pace, it's unreal.
Both teams need to win this game, and that's both teams are going for the win. That's the key thing, Ben. And nobody's getting any chance, and this is some game. Chance again. Oh, Gappa was looking for the deflection in there.
It's a hell of an exhibition of hockey, and I tell you what, the thing about it as well is we've not had any of the roughness, the dirty, the handbags, or anything. None of that. There's no need for it.
Oh, Henderson falls, but manages to get a stick in the puck to move it in the direction of Connor Henderson. Connor Henderson back to Scott Henderson. Wild come away with it.
And Barlow, that man again, disrupting the play.
Oh, called that out.
He cleared the zone. Dawson Heron now. Thrown forward again for Barlow, chops it down.
Oh, with the set for Gappa. Gappa's got it behind the goal line. He flips it back, a little drop pass. Looks like Connor Henderson there. Official gets in the way, and he loses it. And you might get a call on that in another game.
No, he's waved that one off.
No, I know he waved it off, but in another game, he maybe got a call on it. But we're away. Here's Beattie with speed. Beattie beats his man. Oh, has
great
a shot.
save.
Another save from Finney.
Tell you, all the other times you'd have put your house on Beattie finishing that. Kept in though by Giuseppe. Giuseppe lines a shot up, takes it. Hepburn spilt up. Is it in? Is it off?
Nah, he's covered it.
He's got that one safe.
It was tantalisingly loose
again,
for a little bit there, wasn't it, Ben?
Yeah, you could see Giuseppe lining that one up all day. Decides to take it. It spills a back door, but he's jumped on it quick as Hepburn. And Barlow's just exchanging words now.
Tell you what, the last thing the Wild need is to get it drawn into a game that's not the way they've been playing. Keep all your men on the ice here and keep doing what you're doing, because you've got the Sharks in a bit of trouble here.
Well, Hepburn's just skating over. It looks like it's to Kel Beattie he was having a word with. Yeah. Things starting to bubble below the surface now.
Just off camera there, Haggard just having a quick word with the bench.
It was Stuart Kerr, in fact, that's who he was speaking with. This could get interesting, that's all I'm going to say. Get the napkins ready.
Oh no.
Tonner takes it up for the Sharks, and I tell you what, Struan Tonner sporting a moustache that Mr. Strawbridge would be very impressed with.
Not as good as mine.
Shot comes in there.
Whoa.
The Sharks have been doing Movember, so Struan is the captain with that. There's some well dodgy ones, I have to say.
It looks like you should be having some sort of chateau maybe in France.
I'm going to tell him you said that, considering Struan got 5 minutes plus game last night for
I'll tell him myself.
knocking lumps
Goodbye,
out
Ben.
Lockerbie clears out for the Sharks. Things just calmed down a little bit with 3:35 left to go in the second period.
Held on by Edwards.
Next goal's crucial here.
Very much so. That 2-goal lead, as we know, the most dangerous one in hockey to try and defend.
McBean coming in, side of the thing, plays it back. Didn't they quite come clear. Young Wild man there.
Edwards,
forward. Here's Lockerbie.
Yeah, wholesale change for the Wild. Williamson helps that around again.
McBean again. Back they go. Nice little pass back. It's back in front. Oh, what a
good
chance.
effort.
Here's Lavery. Shoots. Good block. Lavery again. Loose in front. McBean's got it over on the far side. He takes a turn. Comes in his backhand. Muscled out eventually.
Yeah, Gilbert managed to only clear it as far as the
Short
blue line.
side. Just wide. Keeper done well. Get something on that. Shot comes in again. Sharks shooting from everywhere just now. And it's Liam Danskin.
Wild managed to get in there, kept alive though by Gappa.
Gappa. Good block. Gappa on the backhand just now. Plays it in the middle.
Sharks banging on the door.
Here's Danskin again. Chance for a break here for the Wild though. Flip pass.
Hopkins gets it over to Gilbert. Lovely reel in by Mike Gilbert. Takes it straight into the corner though.
Two Sharks there as the Wild make a change though. A chance here. Round the net. Doesn't get the shot away. Plays
Mitchell.
it back. Shot. Covered. 1:52 left.
Well, it was just as quick as that. Sharks absolutely banging on the door, testing Finney a few times, but then they managed to break out pass there to Gilbert, who put it into the corner. They finally got one on net with Mitchell.
1:52 remaining in this second period. Still Widnes Wild 3. Solway Sharks 1.
Good face-off win by the Wild on the right-hand side of Hepburn's net. It's going to be Hughes behind the net now, chasing that one up, goes back the other way. They've got it out to the wing. Shot comes in from a tight angle. Bit too much on that. He's going to force Mitchell back to retreat all the way down to behind his own net. And that's going to be an icing call.
Probably no reach to be honest. Played round the boards. Sharks coming forward up the right hand side. Murray fighting hard for it at the bar low. There's Gappa. Plays it in the direction of Scott Henderson. Henderson tries to play in a dangerous zone, but it's cut out well by the Wild. Murray now plays it back in the direction of Henderson again, just at the edge of the trapezoid. Comes out. A couple of people on the ice, but in the last minute now.
Henderson picks that up neutral ice there and tried to turn it around. Barlow in the way.
Feet.
And things are starting to
Gappa's
bubble.
in the middle.
Henderson with a lovely little back heel.
Oh, shot down, but nothing called. Just Murray just had fell over there.
33 seconds remains.
Shot comes in.
Finney head on a swivel.
Murray backhands it in. It's coming back to Murray. Gappa's in the crease. Gappa's behind the net just now.
Mitchell holding it up.
19 seconds left. Sharks desperate to get a goal back here before the end of this period. It looks like the Wild are going to hold on.
And they clear it out to
There's a
Barlow.
chance, man, in the middle here. But
Somebody's equipment on the ice. 3 seconds remaining. Putting towards Mitchell again. There's the period. I tell you what, you can see there, Andy, towards the end. Things starting to happen off puck now. All the Wild getting under the Sharks' skin.
I think the Sharks are desperate to win this. They know how much this means. Sharks don't win this, this could be the title right here for Solway. Not want to put too fine a point in it. So there'll be some frantic stuff coming in the third period. It's going to be a cracker.
Well, you want to see what happens in the third period, as Andy just said. It's going to be a cracker. Score is Widnes Wild 3, Solway Sharks 1. Join us after this short break.
Brakes and Sons sponsor Drop the Puck.
Welcome back to Planet Ice Widnes for this third and hopefully final period of ice hockey from the NIHL North 1 between Widnes Wild and Solway Sharks. Score currently stands going into this final period with Widnes Wild 3, Solway Sharks 1. Gentlemen, That was an interesting second period. We're all back fully intact and a fresh monitor.
Yeah, so we can call the replays properly. However, well, I made the joke off mic to Andy that it's nice to know that our monitor can hold his own against Finney and Hepburn, you know what I mean, for catching pucks. But also I was saying off mic to Andy in the period break, and I'm pretty sure you'll agree with me here, Gary. All season, we've seen Widnes guilty of playing to the level of their opponents, and most of the time, that's been getting dragged down.
Yeah. But also, in their defence, Ben, I've seen them perform better in the second period. They seem to be slow out the blocks, and teams have cottoned on to that. But the one thing I've got to say, and Andy will probably agree with me, is it was pretty even up until that second period, and Widnes have just managed to pick up the puck at the right time and make it count.
Whether it's bus legs or whether it's the Wild are showing they can step up. I mean, by all means, what I say there, that's a massive compliment to Solway. It's showing how much the Wild have had to step up to keep up with them.
Yeah.
But, my God.
The go-ahead goal was on the cards. It was coming. There was no doubt in that. Martin and Jamie all have had a chat with the chaps in the dressing room there. And I suspect it will have been quite calm and measured. And basically the message is going to be, if you want to remain league champions, you better score at least 4 goals in this period.
Yeah. Well, you said previously to Dean Holland when he played Whitley at home, that final home game of the season, the Whitley against Solway, that you thought potentially could be the league decider.
I still think it will be the league decider, but if the Sharks lose points here today, Whitley might not even need to win that game. So, it's all to play for. This is going to be a cracker of a period. I expect all-out attack from the Sharks, and I expect Wild to probably hit the counter.
I certainly wouldn't be writing Solway off. Definitely not. So I would suggest, if you're watching this at home, quickly go to the toilet, get your cuppa. You need to be sitting tight for this final period.
This, to me now, is bubbling below the surface. There's a lot of tension here. It could
jibs,
go off.
Yeah.
Could be an off-the-puck incident, we don't know. But I'm telling you now, and it sounds cliche, but it's so true, the next goal in this game is massive.
Yep. Let's hope it's a boom goal. We'll see. Henderson in for the face-off. Sharks, and Sharks come away with it. Connor Henderson now on the attack on the left-hand side. Gains the zone, gains the goal line, back in front, hits the side netting. Tied up the boards, Liam Danskin over there. Can't see what's going on at the minute. Tight in there. Wild come away with it.
And here comes Hopkins through the middle. He's got Kerr to beat. Hopkins throws it towards the net of Hepburn. It's spilt up. 2 Wild players miss it. Third comes in, gets his shot off. And that was that Harper? It was Harper who tried to put the shot on.
Kerr's got the puck just now. Calms it down. Toner. Gapper through the middle. It's good interception there by Britton. Hard fought behind. Loose in front. Comes out to the side. Toner looking for the puck, but Henderson plays it back into the left. Comes in, just whistles wide. Stuart Kerr plays it around the boards. Gapper behind the net, plays it back in front. Defended well, backhand, there's Gapper. Comes out, Kerr plays it back in. Gapper again, Henderson shoots.
Into the glove of Finney. Like he had it on a bit of elastic. See it again there. Working that puck round absolutely beautifully. Get it to Henderson, top of the shot. Takes the shot. There's a big enough lane there, though, for Finney to see that all day.
Sharks hit 18 shots in that second period against Finney, and he was matched to them all. Wild hit 11 shots against Hepburn and managed to get 2 of them away. Shot comes in, it's high. And that was from Murray. Round the boards, and the Wild start to clear.
Yeah, it's going to be Haggard there this time. Picks that up and looks to play it out and does so. Gets it to Coulter. Coulter dancing and weaving. That one up into the benches.
Yeah, goes on to the benches. Hard fought, there's a bit of intensity now. Sharks realising what they've got to do and are putting a lot of pressure on. I think the last thing the Wild need to do is to try and defend this 2-goal lead, and they sit in it, and they're just inviting the Sharks onto them. They'll be looking to hit on the break and continue doing what they're doing, to be honest, Ben.
Very much so. It's been an interesting 2 periods so far. The Wild really stretching the legs and getting into this game. However, I've said it from the start, the Sharks have got legs and they don't rest well. They don't sit back at all. It's right to the final buzzer. They'll push and push and push, and I think the Wild need to be wise to that.
Sharks moving forward. Craig after that on the left hand side, but the Wild defend it easily, to be honest. Still in the zone, Craig there. Coming in, good block. Craig making the move, but it's out of the zone. Richard Bentham will pick this up. Sharks make a bit of a change. Bentham coming through. Mishandles the puck, plays it into space. There's nobody there.
Another Wild dump it back in with Barlow this time. Barlow to Hughes. Hughes tries to play it out to Barlow. Instead, Kel Beattie shuts the door on him. They play it back to Kemp. Kemp. Oh!
That's a high
my
stick.
Goodness!
That's got to be a high stick.
No,
It's a high stick
off from Carson Herron.
They're saying it hell off his neck. We'll need to see that in replay.
Kemp, quite rightly, his assistant goes straight over. We'll see it in the replay again now.
It was waved off him, and it was a high stick, and to me it looked like it came off the stick.
It did. The problem is, we saw one similar, Blackburn, the other week, and the officials let that go.
That was a high stick, and it was that's waved off. Doesn't matter what we think now, it's waved off, and it's still 3-1 Wild.
Well, it was that man Kemp, there you see the bottom of the screen, wearing the G-shirt. His final game for the Wild.
He's saying it came off his head. I think if that shot had came off his head, he wouldn't have been standing up right, and they're looking at the net and all sorts of things.
However, incident aside, it shows you that the Wild are certainly not finished here today and they're looking for more.
Oh, for sure. They have to do. They have to. If you sit back and let the Sharks come at you. But I'll tell you what, nearly 3 minutes gone this period already. It's a good start for the Wild in this third. Sharks are looking to get possession here, but it's Wild that have it.
It was Barlow who won the draw from that one, scooped it away, and immediately Wild going on the charge again, getting physical now.
Nothing called. Sharks behind the net through Danskin. Moves over to the right to Kerr. Kerr flips that into the neutral zone, and it's easily picked off by the Wild. And they're offside if it comes forward, but it's the Sharks that are coming forward just now through Lewis Young. He's over to the left. He's defended well, pushed wide, which is good. Back at a point, shot comes in. It's loose. Still loose. Wild seem to pick up the loose puck though. And they're going to clear it now, surely. Good move. Back in front. It's McBean. Coming in. Saved high.
Yeah, deflected into the rafters.
So we're going to have a face-off. Sharks making a wee change.
Well, 4 minutes already, pretty much gone in this third period. Not without incident, it's fair to say.
Yeah.
Still a very free-flowing game.
Oh, move. Good defect. Great block there.
And the Wild understanding that we've got to put everything in the way. You see it again, quick one from the face-off. Played along out to the top of that slot, shot in, and the Wild are literally throwing themselves at it.
Yeah, it's a great block. Put the body in your put the body on the line, that's what you got to do.
All right, blocking the biscuit, boys.
Wild win that, behind their own net, and they'll start the attack.
Wild looking to come forward. Big stretch pass to Hopkins, he's wide open. Hopkins has Gilbert in the middle, gets to Gilbert. Gilbert, double save.
Good save
from
by
Hepburn. Wow.
This is why you love hockey. Let's come forward here with the Sharks coming over on the right hand side. That's round the boards in the direction of Scott Henderson. He picks it up in the corner. Hard fought on the boards there. Bit physical there.
Chipping away. Trying to dig it out was Mitchell. Mitchell couldn't get anything of it. Harper's fighting in there. Goes down. Harper's holding his face. Nothing's been called. Mitchell decides to...
The player's holding his face and down.
Oh, now the arm's up.
Delayed penalty against the Sharks.
Yeah. Mitchell went into the cul-de-sac, brought it back round. It's an elbow call on Henderson.
Oh, I'm not thinking that we're agreeing with this, guys. Scotty goes to sit down.
A little bit harsh in my opinion. However, it's going to put the Sharks on the back foot once more.
Yep.
15-20 left in this game. 2 minutes now. Man advantage.
Opportunity, great opportunity for the Wild to hit the three goals. Here's Murray though, short-handed. He flips it in. Dropped well by Finney, so that keeps the play moving.
Hager looks to play it up. Gets out to Coulter. Coulter now at pace down that left wing. Slams on. Holds it up enough to allow Wild to get onside. Hager rips one in straight into the bread basket of Hepburn.
Yeah, Hepburn held on well there.
Well, we'll reset and go again. Face off, right hand side of Callum Hepburn's net.
Sharks will be desperate to try and kill this penalty and then get back to level and try and get a goal to make this the last 15 minutes or so interesting.
30 seconds of the power play already gone.
Widnes crowd getting into it, supporting their team.
Mitchell gets it to Hager. Hager looks to play it quickly. Good play, however, by Beattie, who shut the door there, closed him down. They've managed to work it around through Mitchell, looking for the redirect off the leg pads of Hepburn. And comes out.
Gordon Horn coming in, shots away, save. That'll be a face-off, which will suit the Sharks.
Well, end-to-end stuff, both netminders seeing rubber.
104 left in the penalty, 14-24 left in the period and in the match. Sharks desperate for a goal, Wild equally desperate to take that 3-goal lead. And it's the Wild who have the puck.
Gilbert working around in his own zone. Great forecheck pressure from the Sharks. However, Williamson sees space in front of him, takes the opportunity, throws it in, loses his edge. Gilbert other side, sends it back round. Britton in the office, gets it back to Williamson, allow the Sharks in. Gilbert's going to be there to pick it up at the point, sends it back in on the half boards. Corson Heron sends it round. Again, physicality stepping up. Everyone making sure they're finishing the checks. Britton out to Gilbert. What will Gilbert do? Decides to put it towards the corner.
Needs to be moving this puck quicker than the Wild.
Gilbert finally
to
gets
do
it
it
out to
now.
the right. Barlow puts it in gingerly. Lovely little deflection. Corson Heron sat on that front post there. We'll see it again, Andy.
Yeah, little pass came in. I wonder if he could have just controlled it. He tried to flip it up and try and catch Hepburn unawares. Hepburn was wise to.
Well, 11 seconds left on the power play. 13:31 in the game. Face off left hand side of Callum Hepburn's net. Coulter in for the draw.
Well, just need to be aware that in 10 seconds, 11 seconds, Scotty Henderson's getting out. So if the Sharks win this,
Coulter.
just be careful for the stretch pass.
Yeah, tried to get it to Edwards. Does so. Gets it back to Coulter. Coulter into the corner. 4, 3, 2, 1. Henderson back into the fray. Top of the shop is Hager. Shoots just wide off the back of the net. Edwards can't get it out in front. Bodied off the puck by Henderson.
Sharks back to level. Full strength here. Connor Henderson coming down. Little pass in the middle towards Toner. Toner couldn't quite collect. Toner picks up behind the goal. Back behind the goal. Back in front again. Chance. So just wide. Goes wide. Hits off the plexi.
Looking for that stretch pass to Hager.
Skills.
Hager throws it forward.
Collected it behind his back.
Wholesale change for the Wild.
We're in the business end now, Ben. 12 minutes left to go. Sharks on the attack. Scott Henderson behind the goal.
Regan Taylor get mixed in
there.
there.
Leave Gappa there. Going to come round. Gappa giving the eyes. Plays it towards Beattie. Beattie will pick up on the left. Dumps it in towards Scott Henderson. Scott Henderson there. Plays it off the frame in the net.
Taylor tried to clear it away.
Henderson back. Goal!
Here's to
Gappa!
Well, we'll see it again, Andy. There it is. Worked round well.
Gappa makes the move to the back there. You see him. He's never going to miss from there. Peter Gappa. And that brings it back. Oh, we're in a game now, Ben. I'm excited now.
We have a hockey game indeed.
So it's now Widnes Wild 3, Solway Sharks 2.
And Gapper with the boom.
That wasn't a boom. That wasn't a boom.
Nah,
it was close to a boom, but it wasn't a boom. That was a.
It gets you back in the game. All right, it was a bang.
It was a bang.
We'll have a bang and a boom. But Mitchell now under pressure immediately. Gets it out to Hopkins on that left side. Hopkins throws it forward.
Off the official there. Wild taking it.
Decides to go backwards with Harper.
If you're a Wild fan, don't get conservative now. Keep playing the brand of hockey that you've been doing. Sharks on the attack now though, and they fancy it. Here it comes. Shot! Loose! Wild do well to defend.
Hopkins to the rescue, sweeps it out. Gilbert's going to give the forecheck pressure.
Here's Beatty coming down the left. Beats his man, gains the zone easy. Plays it in! It's loose in front again. Shots there, just passed.
And the Sharks come alive late in this third period. Wild looking to act very quick in response to this.
Here's McBean, still not got his goal again. Beats his man again. Nothing there, can't try his Gapper, it's crossed. Oh, it's just wide.
That was a sitter.
Gordon Hunt plays it back, Gapper's there. Gapper's behind the goal, taking measuring his move and it just comes out.
Clears
the
his
zone. And Finney's down.
Yeah, a bit of goaltender mix up there. It was Tonar in the net battle with Hager. They've caught Finney, he's gone down, play been blown dead. But I tell you what,
Looks okay.
Sharks catching the Wild there.
Yep.
6s and 7s really opening them up.
Well, as you all know, or you're going to know in a wee second, Sharks kind of swim backwards. The only way is forwards. Sharks looking like they've got the smell of blood in the water just now. Let's see how they go. Wild still the team in the lead though. Here comes Solway. William Danskin plays it down at the left. Shots come in, it's loose. Come again. Glob save, that looked like it was going in the back of the net and Finney just grabbed it.
Yeah, you see it again in the replay. Connor Henderson that was with the shot. The puck's picked up, swept inside by Gapper, spilt out. Once more, second chance for Henderson. The kick in the air as he knows.
Good save. He's keeping his team in it just now.
Face off, picked up by the Wild. He looks to play out. Riddick looks up to Hager. Hager, big rodeo pass over to Edwards. Edwards can't keep it in. It's going to run middle.
Connor Henderson banks that off the boards towards Scott Henderson. Wild get it. Good pass out.
And Edwards, he's got space, decides to take it early. Headburn reacts, saves, puck comes down in the rink.
It's flipped away, here comes Scott Henderson, end-to-end stuff again, great pass over to the right. Here's Gapper! Great stick checks there. Stops the shot coming in from the Wild. And they pick it up. We're halfway through this third period.
Kemp looked to clear it out there, good board battles ensue. Kemp and Coulter going to work. Tonar
shoots, bad save. In at the corner again. Sharks coming forward again. Back in front. Wild have it. Lose it though, don't want to do that.
And there's going to be a penalty coming, it's a tripping penalty coming on Coulter.
Sharks, Hepburn's off, they got the 6-man on, but penalty call.
Oh, it's a hockey call, apologies. Well, Joe Coulter giving you an opportunity.
This could be the game here, guys. This could be the game here. Wild to survive this penalty, they'll get the momentum back. Sharks will be looking for a quick goal here.
Right now though, the Sharks banging on the door, kicking and screaming, and Miles Finney between the pipes, pretty much the only thing stopping the Wild going a goal down, going back to even.
He's had a game tonight, that's for sure.
And
Toner's having a word.
Tonar not happy with whatever Mr. Perring said.
Okay, Struan's off. He's having a blether with Martin across there. Wild win that face off, but Sharks have it just now. Crowd supporting their team. Here's Bentham out towards McBean. Bentham. Shot comes in, it's off the boards at the back. Wild clear.
Wild survived the first 20 seconds of the power play. Hughes on the forward check.
Richard Bentham plays it up to McBean, who turns. Got Murray on the left and it goes to Murray. Murray gains the zone. He's into the corner. Got BT and Lewis Young up there, but drops it off to Lewis Young. BT back to Young. It's crossed, good stick interception there, and it comes off. It looks like it goes into the crowd.
Just blown dead, no penalty there, but 1:15 left on the power play, 8:56 in the game. Still YKK Widnes Wild 3, Solway Sharks 2.
Yeah, still anybody's game, I would say, at this point.
Well, we did say the next goal would be massive. It's gone the way of the Sharks. You can see the pendulum has swung as momentum favours the Solway side.
They'll be looking to make the most of this penalty, though. I keep saying if they don't do something in this penalty, the momentum will come back to Widnes. As Stuart Kerr takes the shot, Finney saves it again.
Wow, Finney has definitely got some stickum in that mitt today. You see it again, worked round well. You see Kerr walking the line, squares up, takes a shot right into the glove of Finney.
Fairly standard save because he's been doing worldies before then. That's just a standard save from the blue line, but it was a cracker.
Face-off will be right hand side of Finney. Taken quickly and Sharks once more settle.
Toner plays it down into the corner. Looks like McBean. I think it's corner actually. Henderson shoots. Finney didn't know where that was, but it flashed by. Comes back to Toner. Faced well, a Wild defender. Comes in at the corner. 30 seconds left on the power play. Good stick off the plexi. Oh, big swing and miss. Connor Henderson. Toner's open. Plays it to the right towards Kerr.
15 seconds left on the power play.
Cross. Near post save. Gapper. Toner. Dangerous pass across and Wild will get that.
2-1. And there's a shout for a tripping call there as he broke away. Back onto the ice is Coulter. There's uproar from the bench. However, Solway looking to take advantage of the 6s and 7s.
Toner forces his man off. Shot comes in. Saved away. I think the Wild were kind of lucky there. The player confronted the official, which he didn't want to see. Henderson cross there. Here's Toner.
Puts a
Good
body
high
on.
hit. Chance here for the Wild. No, great interception there. Man goes down. Solway pick up. Drop pass. Shot. Just wide.
Well,
getting frustrated as well.
Yeah, the frustration's bubbling all round and it could spill over right now. Main frustration is with the officials. However, it's only going to take a spark from either team to set it off.
Yeah.
See there, Joey Coulter just having a quiet word with Mr. Perrin, being sent away now.
I don't think it was quiet somehow, Ben.
When the play was still ongoing, there was quite a confrontation between official and player. Never a good thing to see. Sharks win the face-off. 7 minutes left. Shot comes in. It's wide. Bounces off the backboards. Wild pick it up. They play it round the boards and it's kept in by Bentham. And at the corner it goes round the boards again. The Wild have it.
Hard pass to react quickly for this one. Does so. They've cleared it out.
Loose though, and BE will pick that up. BE will start the next attack for the Sharks to Bentham. Richard Bentham back to BD, coming out a bit of pace. Through the middle is Kyle. He's beat 2. Gains the zone, but he's going to have to dump that in. So loose, and the Wild come away with it.
Hager
here
takes his time, sends it over to Coulter in the opposite corner. Picked it up. Coulter bodied off the puck early. Held up on the boards once more. Young, great clearance, but there was no sharp player there. It's gone to Murray of the Wild instead. Sent it over to Riddick. Riddick looks for that big stretch pass again. Britton's got to get his legs going. Murray gets there first, so Ison waved off. Hopkins picks it up into the corner.
Frantic stuff here. Comes out the zone. And here comes Bentham. Little drop pass to McBean. It's passed. Back in front. Loose again. Wild should clear. And do.
Gilbert has to get his legs going.
Murray will pick this up and go over direction of Danskin. Stick in the ice. Gets in the road. Played up. Wild start to come forward again.
Williamson throws it into the opposite corner. Gilbert applies the forward check. Quick change for the Wild.
Murray makes a move. Should come out in the direction of Liam Danskin. He flips it forward. And here's Scotty down the left-hand side. It's his favourite move coming in from the left-hand side. comes in front, but nobody can pick it up. Kerr with a shot, well blocked. And we're into 5 minutes now. And here comes shot. Save.
What a save, Finney.
He needed it, and he done well.
See it again in the replay, Andy.
Yeah, what a shot. It came in, Finney was low down to his left-hand side. Shot came in, what a save. Cracking grab, and he needed to catch it cleanly.
Well, 5:04, as you rightly say, remains in this game. A goal difference is all it is. Face-off will be right-hand side of Miles Finney's net.
Yeah.
Goes the way of the Wild to Harper. Harper sends it round the boards behind his net. Mitchell aids it around further. Hughes is there. Hughes throws it all the way forward. Giuseco's got to beat out his man. And he's not going to, but he's there straight away to cause interference. Can't clear it out quite cleanly. Still trying to clear it out. And Harper's involved in a little incident off the puck just in front of our commentary position.
Greaves got in the box.
That's Will Harper.
Oh,
Harper's gone in the wrong side. So Harper's going in.
Murray's gone in as well.
He's used to going in, that's
Cross-check call on Harper and 2 minutes for hooking back the other way.
So,
Bit of 4-on-4. That's going to open the ice up, and in my opinion, this is going to favour Solway now because the speed the guys can get and the open ice.
Yeah, the tape-to-tape passing's a lot sharper from Solway.
we'll see how we go. I mean, Solway generally have a good record, 3-on-3 and overtime. 4-on-4 can be difficult, but we'll see what lineup we've got on here. We've got McBean, Beattie, Lewis Young and Bentham as the defender.
Williamson,
So
Mitchell,
it's a young-
Coulter and Hager for the Wild.
So it's a young, fast team on for Solway, just a young, fast line on for Solway just now.
Wild have gone more for a bit of balance. You've got the skill of Coulter and Hager and then the pace of Mitchell and Williamson. Put in again, Coulter couldn't redirect it out to Hager. Hager puts it into the corner, good battling shoes between Coulter and Beattie.
Here we go. McBean on the right hand side. Bentham across the far side, and it's coming to Bentham, who used to be a forward, remember. Difficult to see what's going on at this point in time, but Sharks have it. Played down the left hand side.
Well, cries from behind the Wild net there of something, but nothing's given as they throw it forward again. Coulter couldn't reel it in. Well, there's a trip call coming there, and that's on Rich Bentham. Netminder to the bench.
That could be game there, guys. 3:48 left. As soon as Solway touch this up, there will be a penalty.
Bentham touches it up and then immediately
4-on-3.
heads to the box.
And that could be disaster for Solway.
It's a fancy favourite if you're a Fellows.
Fellows' favourite, 4-on-3.
If the penalties play out with no further goals, there's 1:44 for the Sharks left. 5-on-5 hockey. They'll probably pull the keeper at that point. But Wild have a chance to just seal this game here. They can pretty much take this game in the next 2 minutes.
Well, Barlow goes in for the face-off, wins it, gets out to Gilbert, kept in by Riddick, straight down the throat to Hepburn. Right in the glove. Chews up a couple of seconds. You can see Ruddock and Barlow exchanging words there, directing a little bit of traffic. Something in the old playbook coming.
A little bit of magic.
Barlow in for the draw again. Looks like he's going against Gapper. Does so, loses out this time. Kerr couldn't control it. Barlow gets it to Gilbert. Gilbert sends it back round. Mitchell back to Barlow and Gilbert. Outside to Ruddock. Ruddock lines it up, takes the shot, spilt up. Barlow's there, and that one's come off the netminder's mask.
Yeah.
You see in the replay again there, it was played very quickly. It was always about setting up Ruddock and that big shot. Barlow looking in for the sweep up. Just happens comes off Cal's mask.
Yeah, I mean, Wild will want to play this next 2 minutes in the Shark zone. They do that, they pretty much ice the game, I think.
Miscommunication between Ruddock and Mitchell forces the Wild out the zone. 34 seconds left on the initial penalties. Assist to Murray and Harper.
Still 120 odd left on the man advantage though.
Mitchell
Wild
takes it all the way in, sends it round, Kerr gets there.
Clear it.
Ruddock drops it back for Barlow, who we know will probably take a big run up at this.
Wild playing exactly the way they need to do this. They're just eating up the clock. And Sharks are looking for some sort of money, some sort of that magic. Murray's making a move to see if he can get the stretch pass, but
yeah, Murray and Harper back on.
Beatty's going.
So man advantage in favour of the Wild, 45 seconds.
Gapper can't control it though. And it goes down the boards. And there's just over 2 minutes left.
And here come the Wild. Big stretch pass again. Gets it over to Barlow. Barlow slams on. Wild gain the zone. Dumped in behind the net. Hughes has to think quickly. Got it out in front to Britton.
It's okay, everybody's calm. So that's fine. 2:07 left, 23 left in the penalty.
Yeah, headband on that like a grenade. Jumped on it and killed the play.
Can I expect Martin to call a timeout or something pretty soon if we get back to 5-on-5?
Face-off will be in the Solway zone. Left-hand side of Callum Hepburn's net. Joey Coulter in for the draw. Goes against Gapper by the look of it. Is it? Or is it Beatty?
Gordon Horn, I think. Yeah, it's Gordon Horn. We're in the business end of the game now, Ben.
Very much so. Wild with the puck as they look to start setting up.
It's out of the zone.
Good play by Henderson. Foot race.
Henderson's going to get there. Played off the boards. Good defence by the Wild man.
Yeah, Williamson, we know he's got pace. He's been one of the standout players this season for
Ben
the Wild.
comes out, back to the fiver side.
Held up by Britton, drop back
pass.
for Coulter.
Nice move.
Ben Britton.
Chance. Oh.
Coulter couldn't quite reel it back in. It's with Britton. Britton behind the net.
90 seconds left, guys, and here comes Solway. There's Bentham, a potential. It's 4-on-3 just now. Good defence there.
One eye on Hepburn, one eye on the puck.
Wild coming forward.
And there's Hagger. Hagger, like a man possessed, is all the way through. Rich Hagger!
Plays it wide.
What a play by Kerr.
No time to admire it, we're up the other end. Here comes Solway.
Good forecheck pressure, Hopkins.
60 seconds left.
Wild do well to turn the puck over.
Chance here.
Gilbert picked up the loose one. It's Hopkins in the middle. Takes it round the back of the net instead, chews the clock up. Twists and turns in the office, Gilbert.
Smart play. Long stretch pass towards Bentham. Bentham's coming in.
And there goes Hepburn. Hepburn's gone.
Off. Gapper coming in. Shots off the side.
6 skates are on for Solway.
30 seconds left. Kept in the zone. Just 30 seconds. Shots in front. It's wide. McBean in the corner. 25 seconds to go. Solway desperate for the goal. Shots deflected. It's goal! It's a goal! It's a boom!
Henderson.
What a goal! Solway shot!
Well, it was coming. It was pressure upon pressure upon pressure. Something had to give. It was spilt up. Back door. And you see Finney's looking dejected on the floor. Don't be Miles. You did everything you could. Something had to give. And it was that man, Scott Henderson. Well, I hope you've I hope you put an extended car parking on, guys, because it looks like we're going to overtime.
Wait a minute, nobody told me about paying for the car park. Here we go, guys. We've still got 18 seconds left in this game. We might not end up in overtime.
3-all. Still anybody's game, and what a game this has been.
It's been a cracker. Beatty down, he puts it in. Nobody's after this. There's 6 seconds left.
Mitchell.
Wild try and get a point off the Sharks, and they will.
And there's the buzzer. We're going to overtime. Well,
what a game. Don't you just love ice hockey?
Oh,
Isn't it the best game ever?
So while we just gather our thoughts, catch our breath, it's been a great game so far, gentlemen, here at Planet Ice Widnes, with the score at the end of 3 periods of hockey. Widnes Wild 3, Solway Sharks 3. And Ben, you've got to say, definitely the ice tilted in favour there towards the end for Solway.
Did I not say it from the start? Solway can go right to the end, right to that last buzzer. They will push, they skate hard, and they have legs. Let's remember, guys, Solway played last night 8-0 against Billingham, and Billingham won't have let them walk all over them. The scoreline probably didn't do it justice.
Yeah, I think
Billingham will put up a fight. So these are coming off the back end of a game already. Widnes are fresh. However, and I've said it all season, we'll say it again, Widnes have been critical of playing to the level of their opponents. You've seen the massive improvement to step up of Widnes tonight. That is nothing but compliments to Solway. They've drawn them into that fight.
I think they needed to. I'm going to toss this on its head here. I'm going to say, as much as they played well, the defence went a little bit asleep towards the end there, because we know how much Solway can pass that puck around, how fast they are, and we knew they were going to put that net under pressure.
Andy, 3-on-3, overtime hockey, ice bust wide open.
Sharks generally have a good record 3-on-3, although Billingham did beat us earlier in the season with a quite strange penalty that they got to make it 4-on-3. It's usually Henderson, Gapper, and it's Kerr that's on just now. That's a good 3. Henderson coming off his goal. This could go either way, but I'm so proud to be a Shark after that fight back.
Well,
we got a point, so we're away anyway.
It's Gilbert, Coulter and Williamson for the Wild.
Here's Gappa against the zone.
It's a little bit of a 2-on-1. Williamson does well, shuts that one right off by line on the puck. Gets it forward, and here comes Coulter. Coulter and Williamson.
As ever with overtime hockey, possession is absolute key. If you've got the puck, the other team can't score.
5 minutes to decide it all. Gilbert. Coulter.
Sharks have made a change.
Tried to find Williamson on the back door.
McBean's away. McBean is away.
And Hagger's going to get back.
One-on-one here for Scott McBean. Oh, he misses. Net's off. Net's back on, and here come the Wild.
It's breaking forward. Gilbert and Hagger. Hagger looked like he was going to drop. He didn't. Drops it there. Gilbert's long gone. Turn round for the Sharks.
Here's Kelbeedy. Plays it forward. McBean. Kel's in the middle. McBean makes a move. Beats 2 men. Beats another.
Turned over. Hagger slows things down a minute. Gathers thoughts. 3:48 on the clock. You've now got Hagger, Hughes and Barlow. Oh, is it Mitchell? Sorry, Hagger, Mitchell and Barlow. Well, this is going to favour Matt Barlow and Rich Hagger. Hagger just taking his time, walking the park. Brings it out, gets it to Barlow at the midway. Barlow decides to go back. You can see what Barlow wants to do. He wants to get those legs going. Decides to use the net to do that. McBean in forecheck though. Good forecheck, shuts the opportunity off for Barlow to get those legs going. Mitchell now. Plays up. Hughes on the ice. Hughes to Barlow. Miscommunication between Hughes and Barlow, sends it over to Beatty.
Pass. Shot, save, good shot.
Well, nail-biting stuff.
The man coming in at the back door could have been a distraction, but Finney kept his eye on the puck. Scotty played the shot, good save, face off in the Wild zone. 2 minutes of overtime gone already.
Fair to say that the fans that have made their way down from Solway have certainly been treated to some action.
Depends how this goes, whether they've been treated or not. Bentham plays it around the boards. Coming out.
Good effort. Side netting.
Wild have possession. Oh, here comes Scott Henderson. Goal! Boom! Scott Henderson scores and goes across to the Solway fans to celebrate a famous victory.
Well,
what a goal!
You see it there. He had all the time in the world to skate to the top of the slot and round. Skates right to those travelling Solway fans to celebrate. And I tell you what,
I feel for Widnes, I really do. Put so much into the game. I'm delighted for Solway, but I really feel for the team that put in so much into that game and led for so long. And what an ending.
Wow. Just wow. And I think it's fair to say now that I don't want to say the best team won, because the Wild give themselves a hell of a performance, and can certainly hold the heads up high after that one. It's one of them whereby I certainly think that, I don't know, in the back of my head, I kind of knew that Solway had it in them to just turn it on its head like that.
Ben, good teams find a way of winning no matter what. You're talking about the league champions, you're talking about the league leaders, the treble winners. As I said to you before the game, if anybody wants to take this off us, they're going to have to take it off us.
Well, you certainly did say that, and I tell you what, the Wild came close.
Oh, the Wild, every credit to the Wild, they were brilliant today. I actually thought, they deserve something. But a neutral, I would have thought maybe the Wild would deserve to win.
Neutral?
No, what I'm saying, a neutral would have wanted the Wild to win in that. But Solway came back, never say die. Scott Henderson, what a guy.
There is one thing, though, that we have to put the spotlight on a little bit, and even I'm surprised, and that's Johnny McBean has now got a game and a goal.
It's a team sport. Johnny will no mind at all.
Yeah, that's fine.
Johnny will no mind at all. Johnny would give up no scoring in the game for Solway to win that game.
Yeah, that's fair play.
Well, all I'm going to say is, it doesn't matter who the winner was today. Hockey was definitely the winner, because that was an entertaining game, and that's what people want to pay money for. And do you know what? If people around the leagues, around the world are tuning in to watch this now, this is the kind of stuff that you can come down and see at most ice rinks. If you put your hand in your pocket, support teams, go down and give them the support they need, because ice hockey's a great and exciting game, and you get stuff just like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I have to say, my thoughts go out to everyone in Whitley today, because they'll be gutted. The Wild didn't hold on to that.
There'd have been a few Widnes Warrior fans today.
Well, I must say, I mean,
it's a bit of banter.
At least at the end of the day, the Wild will get a point out of that. But
could have been more. It really
could have been more. Yeah, you're right. I mean, and did it surprise you the way that the Wild came out in that game?
I thought the Wild played. As I said before the game, we would never underestimate the Wild. The Wild are a good team. They're a couple of games in hand in the league. The league position's not right, but I thought they played brilliantly today. Absolutely brilliant. The second period for the Wild, top notch. No many teams beat Solway in a period 2-0, and they did. Fair play to them.
Well, you mentioned those games in hand. Of course, said that Widnes Wild have 3 games in hand on Solway, so they've still got a chance of keeping up with the pack in that. But of course, that'll take a bit of a dent, Ben, in their little pursuit of that pack.
It will do. Well, realistically now, and we've said it for a while, it's a little bit of a 2-horse race. It is between Solway and Whitley for the title now.
Yeah.
And, that's probably going to go down to the wire, but results like that today show that Solway are in it right to the end, and you've got to favour Solway to take the trophy again. However, Widnes have really got to look firm now towards the playoffs, and if they do go with that traditional format of the top 4, then they're safe in, but third place, you want to take that off Billingham. That's a scalp.
Widnes need to play like that every week.
Yeah,
that's the trick. If you can play like that against Solway, you could be challenging for the league.
But that goes back to what Ben was saying before, where Widnes play against the level of their opponents. No disrespect to the teams, but they seem to just settle down and get a feel for it. And do you know what? I felt a little bit of it there towards the end of that game, in the third period. I thought they'd got this in the bag with 3-2, and
I'm not convinced they thought they had it in the bag. I was picking up what you were saying. You watch the Wild regularly, Ben, and you were saying, oh, watch out for Solway, watch out for Solway. There wasn't that belief even within yourself to actually say, we're going to go on and win this. And I know you're not a Widnes fan or anything like that, but you follow Widnes all the time, and you're in this rink. Widnes needed to believe they could win that, and they fell short, but only just.
I just felt that they thought they were going to try and defend it more and run the clock out, and you can't, like you say, you can't write a team off, because when you're doing that, you can't hold on to that puck. The opportunity's there for the opponent to grab it and put it in. But again, I'm going to say it again, Solway, fast passing, endless pressure on that net, especially in those last 2 minutes, and it paid for them.
Yeah, first to every loose puck, capitalising on every opportunity, and if they did for any reason, spilt the puck up and that, they were straight back on it, facing straight down ice.
But you've also got a player like Scott Henderson, who's just got man of the match there for Sharks. Goal in the last 10 seconds or so, and the overtime goal. Class player.
Yeah, certainly. And
Finney was my man of the match for the Wild. thought he was outstanding in goals.
Some
Clear,
amazing
clear,
saves.
clear for, I mean, watch it back and drop the puck. What a number of saves he done. Superb.
Well, you just mentioned it there as well, Andy. Thank you for that little. Of course, you can catch highlights of this game on our Drop the Puck highlights show, which is on a Friday, along with other games from around the league, including Solway from Solway Sharks TV. Andy, sure you'd like to mention?
Yeah, obviously we're doing some of the games at home, so Solway Sharks TV, have a watch. Watch us take on Billingham this week. They're cracking game, 3 amazing goals from Johnny McBean, and we look forward to you joining us on Sharks TV.
There you go, a nice little taster there. Ben, do you want to have any final words?
Just quickly as well, obviously, if you do want to follow the Sharks on Match Night Live from home, you can always catch a live radio commentary if they are doing it. So that's an interesting one. But for me, I tell you what, if I had to pay to come into the ring today and sat there in the spectator seats, I'd be going away going, can I get more of that, please? I need more of that, because that was an absolute superb spectacle and display of what this league's got to offer.
For me, I just hope the Wild take what they've learned today and take that energy and passion into this next game against Blackburn, because
which is the cup game, yeah.
Which is cup game, and then they play them in the league game the following day. It's going to be vital.
Yeah. Well, this was their last home game of the league for 2022. And, you know, after that cup game next week, which is the Challenge Cup game at home, they're already down on that one, so they've got to come back against Blackburn. They need to put that sort of performance in there.
Definitely need that kind of performance.
And then they need to go straight to their barn the following night and shut them down in the league as well.
Well, we've had a great day here at Planet-Sized Widnes. We've had a lot of goals, should we say. We've had a lot of periods of hockey. We've even had a smash monitor. I've been Gary Lee.
I've been Ben Lee.
I've been Andy Glenn, and no Solway, no party.
And we've been Drop the Puck.